Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Drew here, and today I'm going to be doing a what is on my iPhone X video because I finally got this in the mail. I actually pre-ordered it right when it came out, and if you guys don't know what the Apple upgrade program is, it's basically where you pay a certain amount each month, and every time a new phone comes out, or I believe like once a year, you can get a new phone. So I had an available phone, so I decided to get the iPhone X, and I downloaded all my apps on it and got everything on there, so I wanted to do a what's on my iPhone video, and I'm sure all you guys know how this video goes. I personally love watching these videos from other people because I find so many apps I never knew about prior, and I hope you guys can get some insight on the apps I use for like editing my photos and organizing my life and all that sort of stuff, so let's just get into it. I'm gonna use the new screen record feature that's on this phone, so let's start recording the screen and see how it goes. Alright, so we're on the home screen of my phone here, and as you can see, this is what my phone looks like. Oh, by the way, I got the white version in case you were curious, and this is what the phone looks like. I have yet to change the background because I just got it and I haven't found one that I personally love yet. Hi Anthony, I just saw your notification. But I guess starting at the top, let's just go through my applications. So the first one is my calendar, and I love this for organizing my life. I put all of my appointments and random things in there. I don't really do a lot of my like YouTube organizing and filming and stuff in this app. I actually just use it more for like personal things like appointments or fittings or meetings and so on and so forth. So I put those in the calendar. Then we have photos, which just houses all of my images. Camera, which this is what you guys are looking at right now. These are my huge box lights that a lot of you guys were asking about, and then I'm watching myself on my iPad right there, so that's a little look into what you're looking at. Anyways, that was the camera app. The Maps app, which is my personal favorite app for directions. I know a lot of people use like Waze or random apps like that. I personally like just the Maps app. Clock, I use it for my alarm clock. Weather, which of course I check the weather. Let's see what it's like in LA. It is currently 69. What a lovely temperature. Oh, it just changed to 58. And then we have notes, which I personally like using notes for checklists mainly. So I will sort of just check off things and write them down for my daily stuff in case I have additional stuff that I just don't want to add to my calendar. And then we have a folder which has a lot of those preloaded apps on it. So I have stocks, TV, reminders, App Store, iTunes Store, health, home, news, wallet, and calculator. And then I also have my bank app, which is Union Bank. I really want to switch banks because Union Bank is just so random, but it's like one of the only banks back home by my house. There's literally a hair in my eye. And then we have mail, which in my mail app, I have the most mail ever. I'm just not even gonna open it because there's like 96,000 mails. This is sort of like my junk mail, but it's the mail I've had since I was super, super young. So I feel like I should still keep it in case random stuff comes through. And then through the Gmail app, I actually have both my work email and my email for my other jobs. So those two emails are under my Gmail. And then I have iBooks, which I don't read very much, so I don't even know I have that on the homepage of my phone. But then moving into settings, we all know what settings is. We're not to the fun ones yet, guys. Then we have Facetune, music, Facebook, and I use Facebook how everyone else uses Facebook, just to check up on everything. You can follow my Facebook page. I actually have one. It's Imdrewscott. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. And then Spotify. So of course, I listen to so much music on here. This is my current library of songs. I've been listening to this guy, Six Lack, or I think his name's just Lack, but his song with Banks, which is called In Between, is amazing. Dirty Sexy Money by Charlie XCX, David Guetta. And then I'm completely obsessed with Taylor Swift's album, but I can only really listen to that on this music app here. So through my music, all I listen to is the Reputation album lately because it's super, super, super good. But I also want to mention on Spotify, I actually have a fall playlist I created. I was gonna put it in one of my past favorites videos, but I completely forgot, so I'll have to link it here. It just has all the fall vibes, which just has a ton of songs I've been loving lately for the fall season. Moving down to the YouTube app. We all know what YouTube app is. I love, love, love this app. I check up on my subscription here. I am as much of an avid YouTube watcher as I am a YouTube poster, so I really, really love watching other people's YouTube videos, and I subscribe to quite a bit of people, and I have a lot of videos I want to watch today after I film this actually. And now we're moving into the fun stuff. We are moving into photo and video. So this is sort of what a lot of people ask me about. These are my photo editing apps. The first app I have is Facetune, and I mainly use Facetune just to kind of tweak some random things in my face. I fill in like color if there's like shiny spots or things like that, and then I also add details and use the whitening tool. And then we have which Unum's really nice because you could actually plan out your Instagram feed on here. So as you can see, I have photos that I've posted, which are these ones here that have sort of like the little Instagram icons. And then these photos are ones I haven't posted yet. Well, I actually just posted this one, but you can actually put a lot of them in here and sort of pre-plan your feed if you want to. So I do this when I have photos that I need to post and I don't know what order I want to post them in. Then Visco, of course, for my favorite filtering app that I use. Snapseed, I mainly use for brightening certain spots of the photo or adding tonal contrast. Glitch is really nice to add like additional little effects to your photos. So I use Glitch to sort of add little glitchy effects or random things like that. Enlight, which I don't really use much anymore, but I used to use it to add filters to certain parts of photos. So when like the whitening tool on Facetune wouldn't get to that white, I would apply a black and white filter and just paint it on the area I wanted black and white, if that makes sense. So I use Enlight for that. And then Meitu is really nice for like beautifying yourself if you want to make your eyes glisten a little bit more, or sometimes I make my facial hair stand out a bit more. So I use Meitu for that. And then Boomerang is just the Instagram boomerang. Fonto is amazing if you want to add text to your photos. So sometimes I do like more collage style images for my Instagram or my Insta story, and Fonto is really nice to add text to it. Last two in this folder are Retouch and Snow, and Retouch is really, really amazing. You can do a lot with this. So basically, let's say you take a photo and there is a random person that walks in the background. You can see them in the background. You use the Retouch app, color over the top of them, and it takes them away and blends it into the background. Like, it is insane. And then Snow is a nice video editing app. I believe it's like a Chinese or Japanese app. I'm not sure which one, but you can do a lot of really cool filters for your videos, and you can film them with filters already on them. And moving over one folder to the right, we have the social folder, I guess you could say. This has a lot of social medias in it. So I have my Pinterest, which you guys can follow me on Pinterest. I love Pinterest, and I'm constantly pinning lots of fashion inspiration, so check me out there. And then I have Bumble, which is just, you know, it's the LA dating app. Everyone has to be on it, and I don't honestly click on it very often. I'll go on it like once a week and do a couple swipes and get bored. So Trello is amazing. If you don't know what Trello is, you could actually like organize a lot of your stuff. I actually need to sign in because I haven't done so yet, but you can organize a lot of your different just projects in life. So I have my sponsorships, my YouTube videos, blog post ideas, like schedule. I do a lot of stuff in Trello. It's like an organization app that's really nice, and you can drag and drop and all this really fun stuff. And then we have Grailed, which Grailed is really a nice app as well, because this is a men's designer resell. So let's say you wanted to shop for Louis Vuitton times Supreme. It shows you all the different people that are selling this designer item, but they're all like pre-owned or pre-used. Some of it's of course new, but it's just like a resell, and I love it because you can find a lot of items for a lot cheaper price, and they have a lot of items that are like not sold anymore. So let's say you're looking for like a Louis Vuitton bag from 2008, someone might be selling it on Grailed. So if you haven't checked that out, it's amazing. And similar to the app to the right, Poshmark, it's like another resale app, but I find that Grailed is nicer for designer, and then Poshmark's nicer just for like random non-designer products. Moving on, we have Netflix, which I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what Netflix is. Currently, I've been watching Gossip Girl, and I'm obsessed with Gossip Girl, and I want to find a new show to watch on Netflix because Gossip Girl's getting like a tad bit boring. I'm on like season 5 now. If you guys have any Netflix suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And below Netflix, we have Raya, which Raya is a dating app for people in the social media industry. So essentially, all my friends at the time found out about this app. This was like 2 years ago. It just came out, and it was basically like, there are celebrities on this app. So you have to download it, and you actually have to apply for it. And all my friends were applying, so I was like, I'm just gonna apply too. I got accepted, but I actually don't use it often because you have to pay to use it, and it's kind of expensive. So I only do it when I'm really feeling like I'm lacking love, which isn't often, but I just like having it on there. And then Twitter, I don't post much on Twitter, so feel free to not even follow me, but if you want to, it's Imdrewscott. Everything's Imdrewscott. And then Dropbox, which Dropbox I mainly use when I work with like photographers and we shoot stuff, or when I'm doing work projects and so on and so forth. And then Tumblr is the next one, which I don't really use Tumblr very often, but I actually kind of want to get back into Tumblr because I really liked it when I did it, and I got a lot of inspiration from there. Then we have Snapchat, which we all know how Snapchat works. You guys can follow me on Snapchat. It's Imdrewscott. Here's my little snap code, screenshot it. And then travel, these are just random like travel apps. So I have a Lyft, Uber, which both of those are car services, and then Seamless and Postmates, which are just both like delivery food services, and I use either or just depending on like what has a better deal at the time. So YouTube Studio is a really great app for creators. So if you have your own YouTube channel, YouTube Studio is actually an app you can log in and you can see the back end of your channel. And the app to the right of YouTube Studio is called Slack, and I don't want to open this because it's actually for my work. We use this app as like a huge group text basically. So we have different boards in our Slack messaging system, and each board stands for like blog, video content, so on and so forth. Everyone that works together can actually like comment in each section, and it's like a large group chat. You can upload files and drop photos, and then we have my Starbucks app because you all know I am not gonna not get free drink and food rewards through Starbucks. On to the next screen. As you can see, I don't have very many apps. I only have 2 screens of apps, but the first one is just a random folder of a ton of stuff that I'm probably not going to use that was preloaded in here, and I shoved it all in there. Same with the second folder. To the right, this should be called shopping because it literally has my Zara, Shop Tiger, and Urban Outfitters app. So this is my Zara app, of course. I love shopping at Zara, so I find that I can do a ton on here. There we go. I also find Zara's images really, really inspirational. They do really beautiful imagery. None of it's loading, of course, but the Zara app's really nice, and it's super easy to shop on too. Same thing with Urban Outfitters, this app's really great. You can do shopping on here and all that fun kind of stuff, and I use it for when I go to the store because you can get UO rewards, as you see at the top. Take 10% off a future purchase. And then my Shop Tagger, which I also need to sign into, that's a great app for saving money here and there, and I've talked about it a lot in past videos. Then we have TurboScan, which this app is the best ever because I don't have a scanner myself, and so you can use TurboScan and it creates like perfectly scanned images, so you can have like a document, put your phone over it, use TurboScan, and it will scan it in literally better than a scanner would. And then Canon Connect or Canon Camera Connect is what I use. If you guys saw earlier, I'm filming on my iPad, or I have a viewfinder on my iPad. That's what I use, is this app. Reward Style is my affiliate linking service, so if I do a video and I share a lot of products in there, I can actually use Reward Style and use it as an affiliate link. So if anyone buys anything, I make like the tiniest commission ever, but you know, it's a little something for making the video. And then to the right is House Party, and this app's really great for like group FaceTimes. I love talking face to face, like I'm a huge FaceTimer, so House Party's nice because you can talk to a ton of friends at once in like a huge group FaceTime. And then to the right of that is Shazam, and that's just an app to find music. So if you hear a song in Starbucks and you're sitting there and you don't know what it is, you just open up the Shazam app, hold it up, and it will tell you what song it is. It's really cool. And then last two apps here, let's start with the more boring one, my Verizon. That just shows me my account balance, all that stuff, like my bill, when I need to pay it, and it's just like all my Verizon account information. And then to the left is Pocket Camp, which is Animal Crossing. I actually need to play this more. I downloaded it the other day because I am a humongous Animal Crossing fan, but I haven't found the time to sit down and really play it yet, so I really need to start playing it. I do have an account, I swear, but I think you can also share your Pocket Camp with people. I'm not really sure. I'll have to share that with you guys if I ever get into it, but I think that that's about all for this video. I do also have Instagram at the bottom here in my apps. Everyone knows what Instagram is, so you can follow my Instagram if you guys would like. It is Imdrewscott, and I post a lot of aesthetically pleasing photos, as a lot of you guys comment on my photos, which I love your comments. So guys, that was everything in my phone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't too super in-depth, but I like to just have on my phone really what is necessary and the stuff that I use and not over clutter it, because I typically have 38,000 photos that need the more space than like the applications, you know? So that's about all. If you want to follow any of my social medias there, I'm Drew Scott. I'll also link them in the description box, and you can subscribe to my channel for more videos if you would like to. And if not, then you know that's totally fine too, but I'll catch you in my next one, which is gonna be in 2 days because I'm doing Vlogmas. Who's excited? Like, thumbs up if you're excited for Vlogmas. All right guys, that's about all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.